How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 3 of Loki. This episode is titled Lamentis. But yeah, last episode, Loki and the TVA were on the hunt for a variant who was assumed to be Loki, but I think we all know who it is. And the way they found the variant was by looking for apocalypses, because at the end of the day, everyone in that place is going to die anyway. So it doesn't matter if there's disturbances in the timeline, because that place won't exist soon, you know? But then at the end of the episode, we got a reveal of who this variant was, and it was basically a female version of Loki. After episode 1, I thought it was Miss Loki, but at the end of the last episode, I think we know who it is. Enchantress from Marvel. Blonde hair is a dead giveaway. Right? I mean, if it was actually Miss Loki, it would be black hair. And also the biggest giveaway is there's only one timeline, so how can there be a female Loki? Also, there's a lot of fan theories out there about Mobius, saying that he's stuck in a time loop. The reason why people think it's a time loop is because there was mug stains, right, on the table early on in episode 2. Oh, he's been in this loop for so long that it's been staining over and over again, but now he's decided to move away from the stains because this loop is different. Interesting theory, but knowing most Marvel theories, it's probably not going to come true because we all know what happened with Mephisto. And again, at the end of the episode, Loki decided to follow the variant, Miss Loki, Enchantress, through a portal, and we don't know where he ended up. Now, whether that's because he's intrigued by her, you know, he wants answers, and that's the only way he's going to get them. But yeah, let's stop doodling about and get right into the fucking episode. Nah. I'm out. Ta-ta, Mobius. This is copyright. It's copyright. Where are we? Flashback?
Or we could eat somewhere else.
Yeah. So is this a flashback to her getting her powers then?
That is absolutely not true.
Oh wait!
Okay.
That's her from the TVA!
How many people are guarding the Time Keepers?
Oh wait. Like she's in her mind type of thing.
How many people are guarding the Time Keepers?
Why would she know though? That's what I didn't get last episode. How would she know?
But I don't know you.
It's okay.
You're probably just tired.
Is she actually Enchantress though? Like, why has she got the horns? There we go. Are we picking up right where we left off? Oh yeah, magic doesn't work here. She's ruthless. She just doesn't care. And now Loki finally. Jesus, that was close. He wasn't that far behind her. Behave. I'll get his weapons. Hey! Oh, it would have been. Jesus, what the fuck? Why don't they have guns? I asked this last episode. Why don't they have guns? Oh, hey, they're nice. They're nice.
Are you sure you're a Loki? Perhaps we could work together. You lack vision.
Hey!
Ah.
Go for it.
I mean, they wouldn't really care. It's a variant anyway. Where are they? Get off my leg! Wait, low battery? What is this? Yeah, I mean, he's got his powers now. You won't be able to stop him.
Don't ever call me that.
Exciting.
No, a Loki.
I'll make you disappear.
Oh, Loki. What the fuck? Where are we? Lamentis 1? Ego? 2076. Hey, what is this? Cyberpunk? No. Oh!
Sorry about that.
Don't be. I enjoyed it.
That's not gonna work.
As beautiful as I
Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna work.
Truth never said a thing that nice in 30 years.
Don't.
The Ark.
What? The Ark?
Train station's the edge of town.
I wonder if this planet actually has like a bigger meaning. Like, is it something like you should be freaking out about?
Whether or not there's a fight is entirely up to them.
Hello, look.
Like someone with a shit plan.
It's a great plan.
Like someone with a shit plan.
Orders come from the top to get her on this train. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Go foo! But she said no one survived. I guess they could evacuate before shit goes down.
Good evening, passengers. Hi.
Good evening, passengers. Hi.
Look, I can't go backwards on the train.
Just sit down. Plans have multiple steps.
Get some rest.
I can't sleep around untrustworthy people. I knew I was adopted.
What?
She's not Loki. Loki.
Tell me about your mother.
I barely remember. Not bad.
She was impressed there.
Where do you learn to do the, you know, the
I taught
whatever it is?
myself. Champagne?
Ah, yes. Thank you very much. Cheers. Love is hate.
Oh, piss off. How about you? You're a prince.
4. Lady Sif.
Love is.
Blind. Love is blind.
You relax your way, and I'll relax mine.
Ooh. What's her face about?
Another!
Did you pull a 4?
We're meant to be laying low.
Love
He's
is a
blind.
dagger.
Oh. God damn it.
It isn't real.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Hello. Oops. Hey.
Get off. Oh, she took off the horns. I wonder if she's going to kill someone with the horns. Whoa. He's never been able to do that, has he? You missed. Oh, dude, I've been falling for 30 minutes.
That's not ideal.
And...
Right.
Oh.
You killed us.
Maybe we can fix it.
You're a clown.
Give me a break. You can't beat them.
Yeah. That sums it up. Unless he's got inside her mind. This is all fake, but I doubt it.
Everyone on it is killed.
Including us.
Yes, including us. The Ark never leaves because it's destroyed.
Never had us on it.
So what, we hijack the Ark and make
And
sure
then-
it gets off this moon?
I mean, the TVA wouldn't get involved because it's an apocalypse, right? That's a good shot. I feel like they could just get unlucky though, and one just hits them over the head.
That young soldier from the TVA had to pull a memory from hundreds of years prior. Before she
Hundreds?
fought for-
Before she joined the TVA,
Yeah.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Time Keepers.
It's all a lie, dude. There's a moon moving. Like, it's moving across the Ark. It's like Noah's Ark. Oh my god, we've got Cyberpunk. Let's try and get to the Ark, but we'll keep stopping. And the whole thing just ripped apart. Yeah, just run. Like, what are you standing around for? Oh, that was one shot. One shot. Still going. Still one shot. I'm waiting for something to go past the camera. Wait, he reversed time? Like, one shot just adds to the tension of the scene, I feel like. Oh. Episode just ends. That's it. Loki dies on this planet. Wait, what? What the fuck? Nah, there has to be like some kind of after credit scene, right? What the fuck? What? Right. I'm baffled from that one. I'm baffled. Nothing happened. I mean, shit happened. Like, we got a general idea of what her plan was. And we got to learn a little bit about who she is. If you already figured it out, I feel like most of that episode didn't really do much. I knew it was Enchantress, or Sylvie. The only thing that was different is how she enchants people. That's about it. That's the only thing we learned from the episode, to be honest. And now they're just stuck on that planet. And I guarantee, beginning of next episode, like the TVA will find them and they'll save them. It feels like her plan wasn't a great plan, if we want to quote Tony Stark. What, just find the Time Keepers? They don't exist. Like, there's more evidence for them not existing than there is existing, right? It's all word of mouth. right? It's just people saying like, oh no, they exist, but there's no proof. You know, there's no evidence that they actually exist. With Thanos, we knew he exists. Like, people were talking about him, and then we actually saw him. The Time Keepers are like a mystery. Apparently, they're all variants to people in TVA. But Mobius said that they were created by the Time Keepers. See, there's someone not lining up there. I mean, it's cool to see Loki's magic back. It's cool that we got to see a little bit more of Loki's powers in this episode. Like, we got his illusions. We got some, like, potentially, like, reversing time power. And then his weird, like, blast, green blast of, like, fire. Whatever that was. Where was that in Avengers 1, Loki? The same thing with the reverse ability. He's never done that before, has he? He even had the Mind Stone, and he didn't use that power. I like the ending though. The one shot was pretty cool, but I just feel like the whole point of the episode was to get off the planet, and then we just didn't get off the planet. Like, we're just stuck on the planet still. But it did feel like a waste of an episode. Also feels like she didn't want Loki to follow her, right? Like that's how it felt at the end of the episode. Like, why would she leave it open for that long? You know what I'm saying? And there's 3 episodes left. And it just feels like not a lot has really happened. He's been taken by the TVA. He's been hunting a variant. And then he was stuck on a planet. Like, there's not much there. You know, we've just learnt about these new people called the TVA that we got a huge exposition dump on with episode 1. But I guarantee by the end of this season, like, the TVA shit will be done. It'll be over. Or maybe Loki is the TVA. If they can do time travel, what's to stop them from going years back and then creating this identity of the TVA? The God of Mischief and Enchantress create the TVA together, with potentially a 3rd member. Maybe Mobius. Because that could explain why Mobius is like the strange standout character in the TVA. It's because he is a timekeeper, maybe? Or will be a timekeeper? I liked how Loki was just like, another! It's very 4-1 with that. I feel like I'm more interested in like the timekeeper stuff. You know? Bring in an Enchantress. Like, what does that do? Right? What is it just to have someone who Loki can relate to? Why have Enchantress in this? It doesn't line up. Like, the TVA are like, that's fine, just having the TVA. Like, why have her there if she isn't going to be like a timekeeper? Like, I feel like that's what they're setting up. Like, they're going to become timekeepers, or the finale. I mean, we'll see. It has to be a lie, though, right? Like the TVA. But I feel like it's too obvious if it is a lie, right? There's probably some bullshit with the TVA, but I don't think the whole thing is. Maybe the timekeepers are real, you know? Because I feel like it's too obvious if they weren't real. I like the episode. Just not a lot of like story progression, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hoping like we'd get right into it, and then maybe we'd get introduced to the timekeepers, and maybe they've got like this big plan and like they have to stop it. Because eventually that's going to happen, right? It's Marvel. Like, there's going to be this big bad villain, which is the timekeepers, then Loki and Enchantress have to stop them. Right? If they are real anyway. If they aren't, then Loki and Enchantress are the timekeepers. Which I think would be an interesting way to go about it, because there was like talks about a season 2. If there's going to be a season 2, you can't get rid of the TVA, right? Unless it's just Loki and Enchantress's adventures in time and space. But yeah, her name's Sylvie. I think that basically confirms who it is, right? Which I think that's why maybe it's not that surprising, just because I knew the answer last week. So maybe that does take away from like the plot twists and the revelations of the story itself. Also, Lamentis, is that like a bigger meaning in Marvel? I don't think so. Lamentis, like when she like did the primal scream, I was thinking like maybe this is an illusion. I mean, Loki could do that, because there was a moment in time like where she went to sleep, and then we didn't see anything, and then he was drunk. Right? It's like something changed at that moment she went to sleep. So I'm curious what happened there. So maybe that was like him projecting an illusion. I feel like there's not a lot to really talk about in the episode, because other than like maybe the beginning, and like she didn't hold back in the beginning. She was killing them. I still don't understand why they use batons, right? Use a gun. Like, use a gun that does the same thing. Can you not? I guess you can't use a gun there. Maybe there's probably a couple of things in the episode that you could latch onto, but it's very like theory based. It's not really good evidence. Like, it's just the fact that she went to sleep and there was this moment in time we didn't see what Loki was doing. That's it. That's the only evidence we have. Like, potentially the end of the episode wasn't real, which then just makes it even more pointless. Because you could have now cut it down a little bit. What else could there be in the episode that's like worth talking about? I don't think there's much. Because we didn't see Mobius, we didn't see... It was just Loki and Enchantress getting along with each other. The other thing I will talk about though, she thinks she's all this and that, doesn't she? She's dead like cocky. Fucking British accent too. Which is weird because Loki's British. Like, the actor anyway. Is Loki British? Like, piss off. It's a proper British welcome there. Proper British welcome. I mean, I feel like I've touched upon everything. Stepped my toes into all like the little plot threads that were in the episode. Like, the one shot was cool. There was some cool imagery in the episode. I feel like he is going to get out of it though, just based off like the original trailer. Like, I remember in the original trailer it showed like a world with like the Avengers Tower like destroyed and shit. Now what that means could be a potential future. Like, if we're talking about apocalypses, like, is the Thanos snap considered an apocalypse? Is like a Galactus event considered an apocalypse? Like, would they tease that this early though? Would they tease Galactus this early? Because we've got no Avengers film to tease like the next big bad for Phase 4 anyway, so I think it'd be... You could leave little breadcrumbs leading up to the big reveal maybe. Oh yeah, potentially this could be Galactus. But, you know, we'll see. Because that's just the next big bad that makes sense, I think. Are you bringing in X-Men, you're bringing in Fantastic Four, are you going to get Silver Surfer, right, eventually, and Doctor Doom, who I think... They need to nail that role, though. Someone needs to play that role that's a fantastic actor. Like, Doctor Doom needs that respect, man. He's, like, one of the best villains. You know, we're getting introduced to the multiverse. We're going to get the X-Men. We're going to get Fantastic Four. We're going to get Spider-Verse, potentially. And then we're probably going to get this big boom of Galactus at the end. Just like, hey, what's up? I'm curious how they'll do Galactus, though. Like, with Thanos, it was building up the Infinity Stones. But with Galactus, like, what could they build up with? Fantastic Four, maybe? I think that'll be the film that'll tease Galactus. Because I think that's the end of Phase 4. Or it might be Blade. Actually, maybe Blade might be Phase 5. But it's weird, because we're going to get a Blade film that's not rated R. And then we're probably going to get Deadpool 3, which I think will be funny. Hopefully Spider-Man's in that. Decent episode. I was just expecting a little bit more oomph with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit more, like, story shit, instead of just learning about Enchantress. Even though that is story... It's not a lot. Right? I feel like we could learn a lot more. If they spend the whole episode as like a flashback to who she is, I think that would have been better. Like, because at least then we know like her origin and why she is the way she is, right? But we didn't get that. We just got them like bickering to each other throughout the whole episode, which is funny. Like, it makes for good comedy. But that's it. You know, like, story doesn't really do much. It takes like a backseat for this episode. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.